Jumping up. Teach your dog what you want them to do instead of jumping up first. Move away from your dog and click him as he comes towards you before he jumps. Then put a treat on the floor so he will anticipate the reward coming from the ground and not above. As he figures out what you want, you can delay the click to after the dog reaches you and calmly stands instead of jumping. If the dog were to jump up, simply ignore the dog and take a step to the side to get their paws off of you. Here you can see I'm moving away from Bogart, and as he comes towards me, I'm going to click and then feed from the ground near my feet. The point behind this is teaching him what I do want him to do instead of jumping, which is come towards me and stand calmly. Now that you've taught your dog what you do want them to do when they come towards you, which is to keep all 4 feet on the floor, now when you ignore them when they jump up, they have an alternative behavior that they can offer, which is the one that you've just reinforced. Here you can see that when I ignored Bogart jumping up on me, he offered a behavior that we'd reinforced before, which was a down, and then later on he offers a sit instead of jumping up. Proofing. Proof your dog to not jump up in all situations by setting up training sessions in which you do all the things that might cause your dog to jump up. You can have your dog on leash and click them while someone else does jump-provoking behaviors or work on your own. You will at first be clicking as the person does the behavior, and when your dog is succeeding, clicking after the dog has stood calmly during the distraction. Set your dog up to succeed. If your dog is becoming too excitable, go back a step to doing much calmer movements or just standing still. Here I'm doing some proofing with a golden doodle puppy named Murphy. I'm clicking as I open the door rather than seeing what will happen if I just waltz on in.
Just look down? You mean lay down? Good job. Hi, puppy! Good boy! Hello, how are you doing? Good job. Since he's doing so well, I'm going to make the greeting more exciting.
Okay.
Hi! Oh, what a cute puppy! Oh my goodness! I've never met such a cute puppy before. Good job! Hi, can I come this way? Good boy. Let's go over here. Good job. We'll see you later. Good boy. Good job. Treats over there. Hey, Bubs. Good job. Well done. What if I did this? Hee! Doo-doo-doo! Ha! Good boy. Hello there. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Of course you're going to be perfect in the video.
Of course.
Hi! Hi! Oh, I'm kind of scared of you. Oh. Oops, I clicked his foot. But it wasn't that much of a deal. Oh my goodness. Oh. That's to prevent it.
Yeah.
Because a lot of dogs, when you do that, they kind of come back at you like,
Right,
oh,
right,
that's
right.
exciting. Oh. Oh boy. What else? Oh, I have this cool toy. Oh boy. You're not going to jump up, are you?
Mm-mm.
I have this toy over here. Oh, there we go. Good boy. Good job. Good boy. So, what you would do when guests come over, and you don't have your clicker, but you grab a handful of treats, here they come in, and you can just drop treats. Like,
Okay.
If you didn't have if you're too busy, oh, hi, how are you doing? Here you go, good job, nice to meet you. Treats, 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 and they're petting him. You can just keep putting the treats down on the ground.
Make sure that you don't get into the habit of ignoring a jump and then immediately reinforcing the dog for sitting, as they can learn to first get your attention by jumping and then doing the behavior you like. Here are some tips. 1. Teach your dog what you want them to do instead of jumping up first. 2. Don't reinforce jumping up with attention. 3. Proof by creating situations your dog will want to jump up in so the dog generalizes the behavior. 4. Prevent jumping when you're not in the mood to train your dog by having your dog on leash or in his pen.